Hey, all you metalheads out there, I'm Dice with Shooting Dice Studios, sitting here in the green room of the venue in Denver, Colorado, with the members of Angelus. Man, it's great to have you guys here.
Thank you.
I'll give everybody kind of a sneak peek. I heard the sound check. These guys kicked ass. You're going to have a great show tonight. We're going to be live streaming straight to you in your home. This interview obviously is running a little bit after they just got done playing, so this will be pretty exciting. But how are you guys creating? What got you guys together? How'd you form Angelus?
Well, I mean, really it goes back to 77 with me and a guy named Dave Rodman, and he's a singer. And we just found a drummer named Steve Mills, and we were started out of the garage in North Hollywood. And then we moved up to Southern Tonga and got a bass player and a keyboard player and Jerry Alcivar and Frank Valenti on bass, and did just all the backyard, all the high schools for free at lunch. And I thought that would be like North Grant High School in North Hollywood, La Crescenta High. We did just on Southern Tonga, and we did it for free. And we went all across the entire valley. And all of a sudden, before we knew it, it was just like, bam, it went up, we started. And
That's
it was
cool.
backyard parties.
Yeah.
And then it went to massive. There were 500 to 1,000 people backyard parties in the Sacramento Valley. And then we hit Hollywood, and we did a Sunday night at midnight, and it sold out. And
Wow.
it was history after that when we started.
That's awesome.
Playing with everybody. There was Molly
From
Guns N' Roses.
Garage band,
To playing with everybody.
playing your dreams, right?
Yeah. And,
How'd you guys come up with the name?
actually, it's after our singer was driving to Angeles National Forest, which at this time my backyard faces it,
Cool.
and up in the high desert. And they were driving through it. She goes, "That's what you should name the band Angeles." They were driving through Angeles National Forest.
But we are Angeles.
And you are Angeles, right?
And they're stuck. He came back and he goes, "I got it." And he's now a preacher
Okay.
and domain minister, and he's completely out of rock and roll. But that's then. He's been out for 20 years, and I've kept it going and went through different versions, and got Danny about 5 years ago on drums, and Cal came in about 6 years ago doing bass, and Lewis was our newest member with our newest album, Hell in High Hills.
Right on.
And it's really,
This one, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
one.
it.
Guys, new CD, we're going to be talking a lot about
We're
this.
really
This is actually your CD release party, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So,
Absolutely.
very, very cool. You mentioned some major acts already that you kind of played with. So who have you played with? You talked about Motley Crue.
We played twice with Motley Crue at one night. We played twice that night. They played twice. That was at the Troubadour.
Okay.
We played with Bon Jovi. It was Striper, Angeles, and Bon Jovi at the Reseda Country Club.
Yeah.
Reseda. We played with Motorhead at the Country Club. And Reseda.
Yeah. So
We played with Guns N' Roses.
you said Bon Jovi. I have to give a shout out to Richie Zambora because he's actually.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I got his tattoo right
Oh,
here.
Oh, mate.
Yeah,
He was one of my favorite guitar heroes.
yeah, we were at a parking lot party, and I was walking out of the Rainbow, and I go, "Hey, Richie," and he comes up to me and he gives me a big hug, and he goes, "Dude, it's been a long time." I go, "A lot longer than you know."
Oh yeah, I can't leave out one James Dio.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dio.
It was us and Rough Cut and then Dio. and San Diego.
He was good friends with Dio.
Yeah.
That was-
And,
that was-
we did Miramar and MTC and the Navy Races. And that was a blast.
That'd be a dream come true.
That was. And,
They've been playing that show.
he was a really nice guy. He made his soul rest in peace. He was
Him
one of
and
the
Wendy.
nicest
Wendy is
guys.
a lovely guy too.
Loved his pot and just, you know, and really, really good people.
The last group I interviewed, we actually talked about what strains do you like, and you know, they were true on.
Got off the music.
Yeah, we went totally off.
They were
the
not.
Sidetracked a little.
So this being is your first time in Colorado, right?
Right.
Yes, yes.
How long was the drive for you guys?
Pretty long.
Pretty long.
I think if we did it without any stops, it would have been about
14.
it would have been like 15, 16 hours, but it ended up we stretched it over 2 days. So
Yeah.
I think overall drive time was about 20 hours. We took our time.
Just
Like we stopped at all the fucking
The
sites
sites.
along the
Lewis would be going, stop! We gotta stop!
That's the thing. I was driving and I'd be pulling over every half hour. People would be looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up! I need to see this."
He's out there running around like a kid. He is a kid. He's only 27 years old.
Well-
He's running all over the fucking place, and
If
it was.
you've never been here, I mean,
Utah,
there's sites all the way to see,
Colorado.
right? You gotta.
That's the
you know,
thing. I had the time of my life going through Utah on the 70 through Utah and down to
It's-
Colorado. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, you see pictures, and it just doesn't
doesn't.
do anything justice.
Yeah.
You got to see it with your own mind and your own brain.
We're actually from Salt Lake City originally.
It's amazing.
I love it.
My wife's back there behind the camera, running the camera, but that's where he came from. And then, you know, through Phoenix, and then we ended up here. I mean, we've been here for quite a while. It's great country, all the way through. Anything we do. So you mentioned the new singer, right? On
Yeah. No,
this
okay.
CD, we'll give him a shout out again. Make sure you get it. Hell on High
On
Heels.
Dark Star
Dark Star.
Records, Slope, that's Sony.
Sony.
Dark Star, Sony, and FGL Entertainment.
Okay.
Are
Are you guys streaming anywhere? Can anybody get on like
everywhere. It's
Napster,
It's
Deezer?
everywhere.
Really?
It's everywhere.
Nice.
It's
Cool.
in Europe. It's at Best Buy, online, I believe, Walmart. It's on a big store in England. I don't know where. He's from England, and I can't think of the name.
I think
but-
it might be HMV.
See, and here I thought you were just making up the accent. You're actually from
Yeah,
England.
yeah.
I am actually.
We're going to go off script here.
Yeah.
I want to hear about that. How long you been in the States?
Yeah, I'm from England. I've lived here for just over 3 years now, like 3.5 years.
Okay.
So I'm still kind of fresh.
Still kind of.
I haven't lost my accent yet. That's how fresh I am.
Well, I was saying.
That's the way I tend to describe it to most people.
So you're the new singer.
Yes.
How long has this set up, or I guess
About
line up
6
been
months.
together?
A little
months?
longer.
longer.
We've been talking for a year, and it happened
Right.
in about January. Like we started really talking about it in January, and in February we made it happen, and in March we were recording that album, and by the time the end of April came along, that was all done.
It was done.
Nice.
So everything moved real fucking quick.
Right on.
So yeah, all of us had very much, we all had aligned goals. We all wanted to get something out. We wanted to do it as soon as possible. This lockdown has been so fucking shit on everybody that we all, not only did we want to release material for everybody who wanted to hear the material, but it's good for us as well. Like, I mean, I'll speak for myself here, but I was certainly going through a hard time not being able to go out and do music. So having that opportunity was great.
And we actually, because of COVID, we just played our first show together like a week or so.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
And we were lined up with Joe.
oh,
And
everybody was.
Yeah,
right?
everybody.
is.
Yeah.
I've been doing live streaming here since May.
No, and the COVID
right?
killed everything.
Killed everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's a funny story. I actually called Mike up and said, Mike, you're live streaming from an iPhone. We can do a lot better job than that.
Yeah.
Came in, did a free show for him just to prove it,
Yeah.
and we've been off and running ever since.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
back to your album,
yeah.
Scuttlebutt. Rumor is you guys might be nominated at the Grammys.
Is that our record company has that?
Submitted.
We had ourselves submitted for Best Rock Album of the Year.
Best rock album of the year.
Correct.
That's freaking awesome, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Let's
another
cross our fingers and get
kind of dream come true type
Yeah.
of thing.
Where's the wood?
True. But, and there's, we got,
Onward.
we're gonna be in a movie.
I don't
2
want
songs.
Yeah.
Which Celebrate is getting like a lot of the airplay, and then Helen High Hills Ballad. But those Celebrate and Holly Fitton are going to be in a movie called Hell Week. That's going to be released early next year.
Early next
Yeah.
year.
And
It's the 10th anniversary.
Yeah, 10th anniversary of Hell Week.
Hell
It's the
Week,
second
okay.
one. and
That's fun.
the second.
I'm
We're
glad.
looking forward to it. We're in a horror movie.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Exactly.
We've never been. Our music's never been that I know of in a movie yet.
In a movie. Well, that's cool because I still remember when the movies came out that Rob did, right? Rob Zombie,
Yeah.
His movies. I thought that was so cool, right?
Yeah, I love that Rob songs.
Yeah, to have, rock and roll
Funny
and
and entertaining
movies.
as hell.
It just makes sense to me to be in that kind of category. So
We just, I have to give a really big shout out to the president of our company,
Okay.
Jeffrey Swanson.
yeah,
Right
there,
Jeffrey Swanson.
way to go, man.
He is
Right
so
on,
amazing.
Jeffrey.
He is absolutely just so easy to work with and such a great guy. And he's always just saying, you always get the same person. And when you talk to him, and he doesn't vary. Other record companies, they get mad, they argue, they do this, and we also get paid quarterly, regularly.
Nice. You actually get
We
paid.
actually get
He
paid quarterly, regularly.
He understands
I mean,
because
really
he's
get a check and it doesn't bounce.
he understands what musicians go through because he is actually a player as well.
He is actually a guitar player.
He's a guitar player as
Yeah,
well.
he
So
made
he
the-
knows exactly
He made the
gamut.
cover of our album.
Really?
Yeah, he made the cover of our.
Yeah, he did. It's
time.
I'm gonna get we'll get a close-up shot of this later.
I still want to know that girl's name on the front. She's very pretty.
You know what? I was kind of thinking that too. And, she can rock and roll anytime.
Hey, I wouldn't think
Behind
twice.
the camera.
So, speaking of the album, I mean, how much airplay are you guys getting? So you got a CD.
We're
We're international.
You're international.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
international. It's
Germany.
been
A lot
fantastic.
better
Italy,
in Europe.
France, UK, all parts of the US, Karma Radio,
Australia.
C40,
Wow.
Radio, plays us a lot. There's this, what's that name? Banks Radio,
Yeah.
just a lot.
Oh, the internet
We
stuff.
get a lot better airplay internationally, like in Europe and everywhere.
And Germany's
else.
really doing
Good.
it.
Then here.
Yeah.
Well, that's because everybody hears into like Coachella and rap and
Yeah.
It's a little hard.
Yeah.
I won't say rock is dead in America because we definitely still have we know how to
It's
rock.
far
Right?
from.
It's far from dead.
It's
but,
far from dead, but it's not
It's
as
been
popular as it
overtaken
used to
by
be.
Right.
a few
Definitely
things,
hard.
yeah.
It's popular abroad.
Yeah.
Rock and roll is more popular abroad.
So, top question, top of mind. Colorado, who's playing it? Any radio stations here in Colorado playing, you guys?
You know, no, not that I know
I
of.
don't
That
know.
was something we were gonna start working on, and it was just, the last week it's clicked, and, me and my wife do a lot of the managing of the band, and, so pretty much all of it, actually. And,
I don't know how much influence I have with the radio community here in Colorado and
If you could give
Denver,
them a-
but I will
Los Angeles.
absolutely.
yeah,
These guys kick ass, and you're gonna see it live here just in a little bit.
wow.
So, anything else? Any last minute words for you guys before we get out there and have some fun?
Hey, you'll see it all on stage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank
You'll see it all out there.
Thanks,
That's when
Denver.
you're our best talking.
Right on.
We love you, Denver. Good night.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I do have one last thing.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
can Google Angelus Wikipedia, Angelus Band Wikipedia. You can Google Angelus Hell on High Heels, which has got all the reviews that have come out on this record from
Right on.
all over the world, from everywhere,
Very cool.
and articles and whatnot. So that's Angelus Hell on High Heels, and they all come up. And also you can follow us on Angelus/Rock Band.
Okay.
Angelus/Rock Band. And,
Crazy!
And you'll hear most of it tonight. most of
I was
it.
gonna say, during your set, I'll be streaming across the screen.
Oh, you'll hear the best.
How
things.
people can follow you guys, right?
Like I said, you've heard the sound check. You know what's to come.
I know what's to come. It's gonna be a good show. So, anything last before we cut?
I'm a
Rock
happy
and roll and have a
Okay.
great time.
All right.
Thank
Thank you guys.
Horns up.
Horns up.
Horns up.